Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. You're at the Cryptopolitan, and I'm Satoshi Sean. It's your one-stop shop for all news when it comes to cryptocurrency, blockchain technology. But today I'm going to do a video continuing on our Cryptopolitan's cryptocurrency basics video series. We're going to go over how to set up your Ledger Nano. I have a Ledger Nano S. I give these away a lot on my channel, Satoshi Sean. You can head over there and check that out. But I did a video last week on how to set up the Trezor. The Trezor is the first hardware wallet that was invented. The ledgers are super popular. They're a little bit cheaper than the Trezors at this time, but the setup is a little bit more involved. With the Trezor, it was really just plugging it in and setting it up online. There's a lot of stuff that you do on this little tiny device using these two little buttons on top. First thing you do is plug it in, power it up. It'll walk you through your setup. There's a lot of security when it comes to this, like three different layers. First thing you do is you're gonna set up your PIN on the screen with these two buttons. One is to put it up or down, and then two at the same time is what you would use to confirm your choice. Now for your PIN, you can use 4 to 8 digits, so whatever you feel more comfortable with, 6, 4, whatever, or just go as secure as you can and use 8. Now once you have your PIN set up, then it will give you your seed phrase. If you're not sure what that is, or you want to know a little bit more about that, I did a video on just what hardware wallets are, and you can check that out. It's in the video series. It's got its own playlist. But this gives you a lot of seed words, so you need to have your form that I should come with for you to write them down, or you can just write them down on you should write a couple copies of it and put them in different safe places, just in case your house burns down, you lose the ledger and the seed phrase. You should have it stored somewhere else. But that takes a while to write down because there's 24. I think there's 24 words. 15, yeah. Then once you've put in it, or you've written down the 24 words they've given you, then you have to confirm all 24 words. And you can tell there's no keyboard with this. You can't hook a keyboard up. So it's a lot of scrolling through things with your buttons. Like I said, setting this up is a little bit more in-depth, takes a little bit more time. But once you confirm the words, then you're going to go online to finish your setup. As with hardware wallets, as I said in the video about hardware wallets, there's nothing actually stored on a hardware wallet. This is just the protection of your private key. Everything is on the blockchain. To connect to the blockchain, you use the internet, and you'll need to go to start.ledgerwallet.com. If you forget the dot, this is opening you up for scams. If you put in Start Ledger Wallet, it takes you right here. You can see that this is not secure. There's no little lock there. This is for sale. I don't know if I can bring it down, but behind me, this domain is for sale. I don't know why a scammer hasn't just snatched this thing up. So make sure you go to start.ledgerwallet. Okay. And then here, you're going to set up your wallet. You would click on Nano X or Nano S, what you have. We have the Nano S, so click on that. Then you're going to go and download the software for it. Click on here, it'll take you to the next page, which you can download for Mac, Windows, or Linux. Once you download that, then you install it, run it, and this is how you'll interface and use your Ledger Nano S on your computer. So, okay, now we switched over to the Ledger app. When you first launch the software, this will walk you through your third level of security. So forget about everything you did to set up the actual Ledger Nano device. Now, you're going to pick a password that it's not connected to any email or anything like that. This is just a password for this. So if you forget the password for this, it's going to mess things up. Make sure you store the password, know your password. Now, once you've Once you set up your password, then you're going to go through a little series where it's going to verify your ledger, make sure it's not a counterfeit ledger. You'll have to allow it to access the device. Once you have that, it'll bring you into this. Now, this is your manager. Now, there's tons of coins and tokens you can add to this ledger to be able to put on here. But the thing about ledger that you need to remember is you can only store so many. So you can't just go add all of them. You won't be able to store that many. Or you can store an unlimited amount because, like I said, nothing's actually on here. But you'll store the private keys for these different accounts. So there's only so many different coins you can put on here before you have to get a second device. Also, you're going to see here, now that we're here in the manager, there's a firmware update. So we're going to hit update and continue. And then we're going to update our device. Good to go. Confirm the update. Then put in the PIN again. Okay, we have updated. So disconnect the USB device, your cable from the device, and then press the left button and hold it while you reconnect it. Jeez, okay. All right. Yeah, the left button is showing update and push. So I just feel like I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, I'm not. Bootloader came up. And there we go. Now it's updating the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I guess since Sony bought it. Then I have to do the firmware again, which is a little bit annoying, but you're probably going to have to do this when you get your Nano. So here we go. And I'll probably skip ahead. And 100. We're done. All right. Oh, God. And we have to put the pin in yet again. I think we're done. All right. Now we're back in settings. And we got to approve allowing it. There, we got that. So we should be all set. All right. Now, so let's install Bitcoin. And it actually shows on here that it's installing Bitcoin, says Bitcoin, putting it to the little gear. Okay. Bitcoin BTC. Click both buttons so you verify it. There's a lot of steps. And then should be syncing the account. Okay, it's synced up. Add accounts. And Bitcoin was successfully added. We can close it. Okay, so now we have our Bitcoin added. You can click on this. There's nothing here yet. If you want to receive it, you can click there, and you'd have to verify, but you get your address. It has a portfolio, which you can look at how much you've had once it's all set up. And if you want to buy in the app and on your device, you can use these different, uh, like Shapeshift. I don't know if I can use some of these. I hadn't really used these before. Just used Changelly and Shapeshift. But that's about it. Your account's set up. Remember, you have to set up your PIN. Make sure you get your seed phrase and keep that safe. And then your password for the app itself for you to interact with it. That's about it as far as setting up your Ledger Nano. If you have any questions, hit me in the comments below. Appreciate you crushing the like button. Once again, I'm Satoshi Sean. It was good hanging out with you, and I'll see you all in the next video.